This the TempahZone podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, how's everybody doing wherever you listen to this podcast right here? As you can see if you're watching this, there are a lot of people in this room right now, alright? It is episode 37 of the TempahZone podcast with your host, me, Amir Max, and that's all facts, a.k.a. Mr. Versatile, a.k.a. Young Stephen A. Okay? Okay. All right. My special guests here, ladies and gentlemen, they coming back. They back for another one, y'all. This group right here, man, let me tell you right now, ain't nobody doing it like them, all right? And that's word from me, okay? These guys make me want to step my shit up, okay? So make some noise, man, for FL01810 in the building, yo.
Yeah.
What's
Glad
good,
to be back.
man?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us again. Man.
Man, y'all, I had to have y'all back on, man. Like, when the music's fire like this, bro, I gotta have y'all on for a second time, man. Not too many people have been on this platform twice, all right? So, like, that's a big deal right there, man. That's a very
We're
big
so
deal.
humbled, so humbled.
Nah, for real, man. So, what's changed since the last time I saw y'all, man? What's been different? Who wants to answer that question? That's a big one.
Yup.
We're older. Our age has changed.
Yes. That
we
is
just
true.
we just dropped our second project or album, Cruise Control.
Oh, yeah, man.
So that's pushing and playing well for
Mhm.
us right now. And we're just like making moves right now, for real.
Hell yeah, man. Nah, I definitely see that, man. Like, y'all definitely, like, have locked in to the sound that y'all want to do, you know? Especially from the last project. Like, it definitely seemed like y'all were just, seeing whatever, working with whatever. But this one, it was like, yo, we know what we want, you know?
Yeah,
Y'all
absolutely.
definitely
for
knew
real.
what you wanted on this one, man. And I should have started the episode like this, but let's go around the room, man. Y'all introduce yourselves to the people, all right?
Yeah.
We got 7 people, y'all, in here, all right, if you're not watching. So, y'all introduce yourselves.
My name is Josh Levine. I go by J Love, and I am the guitar and bass player for the group.
Hey.
My name is Matt McDermott, and I just do creative stuff with the boys.
Yes, sir.
Pivotal.
What's up? I'm Zach Hardock, and I produce for the boys.
Hey.
Everything's for the boys.
Hey, I'm Micah White, and I do vocals for the boys.
Hey.
I'm Damien Labar, and I do everything for the boys.
Everything.
Dan gives it all for the boys. My name is Ohm, and I am also a producer and an engineer for the boys.
I'm Ethan Goldberg, a.k.a. Ego the Kid, and I also do it all for the boys.
All for the boys, man. All for the boys, yo. Ladies and gentlemen,
Flow boy.
Flow Boys, man. Like, I don't think there's any group like this in Boston. Like, I know a couple, man, but like, y'all just on that different shit too. You know what I mean? It's completely different. Like, it's more than just hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, yeah.
y'all experimenting with pop. Y'all got that R&B flavor too, man. Like, it's awesome, man. Why don't you guys think more artists don't want to work with each other, work in groups? Cause y'all like make it seem cool, like y'all about it. But why do you think other artists don't want to work together more?
One word: ego.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking,
I don't mean
man.
ego like him. I mean ego like the concept of.
Yeah.
No, definitely, yeah.
I was gonna say it's
no.
it's a competition out there, and
Yeah.
like everyone wants to see themselves win. I feel like people don't realize that I feel like people don't realize that we can all win. We could just make music together and like still get plays, and no one's like going ahead of anyone else. But like, I don't know. We have a different perspective on it because like we're definitely doing this for the love, and it's not about like the money or the competition. 'Cause, like, like you believe in your brand, in your path to success. You have it all laid out. You're gonna make it there, so you may as well work with people who you enjoy along the way. But with that being said, it's a lot of whack artists out there. a lot of people, acting too hungry. They're talking bigger than they really are, and
People making music for the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Generally, it's like more of a social thing for some people.
Yeah, they want to.
Rather
They're
than
making
music.
music to be cool.
Exactly,
They
yeah,
think it's
yeah.
gonna make them like seem cool, and honestly, like, I don't think that's the case, man.
I don't think so either.
Like,
It's very
a lot-
uncool to
yeah,
make music.
Yeah,
like,
it's so oversaturated
Yeah.
when you tell people you make music. They're like, oh, here we go
Yeah,
again.
exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, anybody that like truly is about this shit, like, you better do it from a place of passion. You know what I'm saying? And back to what you were saying, like with the ego that people have, like we just need to come together, man, because everybody thinks like we out here just like like tear each other down. You know, a lot of people do want to do that, man. They want to like, you know. That's just that, and I just don't believe in that, man. We all need to come together, and y'all definitely are showing that, man. Like we can work together and make dope shit, man.
Yeah, hey, thank you, bro.
No, seriously, like when teamwork makes the dream work. So and y'all definitely are y'all pushing that, you know. So I really commend that, man. Seriously.
Thank you. I think there's a lot of like just really base level advantages to working in a group like this as well, and like the biggest one that comes to my head is just reach. Like if you work on music on your own and you have your personal Instagram account and you make an Instagram account for your music project, and your way to promote that is to just put it on your personal, because that's where your followers are. In our case, we have that same reach times 8. Like with all the people, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, yeah.
So
y'all putting it on your socials.
Exactly.
And
so,
y'all know different people. Like y'all
right.
You know, have mutual friends, like, you know.
Exactly. So like we have like every time something's posted, it's spread through the network immediately. Like there's no network we have to wait on. It's us. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And from that, like, we created a core like almost immediately. Like and like it's just like the small small group of people that like know us like personally, but also just like follow us on the gram or just like have seen our shit and just like keep coming back for more is like really important to like what we've like the brand we've created so far.
Hell yeah, man. No, definitely. And like you know, like I was saying, man, like all you guys like, you know, doing your own things too. It's not like you guys are all rappers or like, you know, it's half producers, half singers. Like y'all all throwing a little bit of something in there, you know what I'm saying? So that definitely makes it, you know, bigger, you know? Like, yeah. So that's dope to see, man. I really love seeing it. Let's talk about Cruise Control, man.
Let's talk about Cruise
What was
Control.
the inspiration behind the name? What made y'all want to take this sound? How did it come to that point? Cruise Control. Who wants to answer that one, man?
That's out of the table.
Zach?
All right. Yeah. So
Hey, make sure you hate yourself. Yeah.
So with the name, I don't know. That was probably the hardest thing about this album. Honestly, we were back and forth about that for months and months. And from the beginning, we had a few favorites. Actually, Advice from a Caterpillar was originally called Cruise Control. And we, you know, kind of immediately when we thought of that for the song name, thought that's a really cool, you know, kind of vibe, kind of name for a project.
Hell yeah.
And that was always in some of our, you know, the back burners in some of our minds here for the project name. And then by the end, we were, you know, just throwing ideas around, voting them off one by one, and ended up going with Cruise Control. We thought it fit the music and what we were going for.
Nah, it's a dope ass title, bro. Cruise Control. I heard that. I was like, that sounds like the second project for a group. You know what I mean? I don't know why. It just fits, man. It just fits. So like, I definitely like as soon as y'all, you know, we're putting that out, teasing, I was like, all right. As soon as that shit dropped, I'm hopping on that one, man. You know, had to share that one. You know what I mean?
I also think the art, like, to go along with just the name was like a lot of the big part of like the package for like marketing wise.
Yeah.
That's kind of boring to talk about. I shouldn't have brought it.
But anyway. The album art's important, man. Like it's so like album covers are so important, man. Like you know, if you have a whack cover, like that can gravitates people towards it. Like they see something cool, like a cool ass picture, man.
Yeah.
Like they'll go to it, you know. Seriously, exactly. Like it definitely is a big deal for sure, you know. Like for instance, like with like Kendrick Lamar, like damn, like that cover, you know. So it just has that, you know, it just has that look. You're like, why does he look like that? Why is it so
really striking?
Simple? You know, like so like that's definitely very important, man. So I got another question to ask y'all, man. Like on this project, like y'all definitely are very versatile and stepping into different realms. It's not, you know, I was saying it before. It's bigger than just hip hop. You know what I mean? It's more than just that. What makes y'all want to be so versatile, man? Well, where does that inspiration come from?
So.
Well, I could get one.
Yeah. So I feel like part of it was that between the first project and this project, there was a lot more focus on getting people's voices on songs. Yeah, so pretty much we had however many hundreds of hours working on this album. And then like probably I'd say 70% of it is spent between making the beat and then people sitting there together and writing their verses. And it like very rarely happens that someone brings in a verse that gets vetoed, and if it does get vetoed, it's vetoed by the person that wrote it usually.
Like,
so you get a lot of different sounds because people kind of like have their personal vibes they bring to things. And yeah, so it was just a lot of focus on spreading the voices around.
Awesome. Y'all ever like throw in something? You're like, yo, we're not doing that type of style, man.
Oh yeah, absolutely, all the time.
Oh, you want to do that type of shit, man? I feel like it's like, I mean, such a big crew. Like y'all got different backgrounds, you know. So I feel like that definitely has to happen a lot, right? Like.
Yeah, I mean, like sometimes, like when bars are being written, like for like rap verses, like, you know, like we'll like say from the get go, like, we're not writing this song about a girl.
And then like,
and then like 10 minutes later, we all come back and we're like, fuck, we all wrote about it. We all wrote about like, it's crazy. Like guys, like I wrote only about love. Like, why did I do that? Or like don't write about money. Okay, word. Comes back, writes about money. Like, it happens all the time, and then we just like tweak our like whatever we wrote. But it's so funny how it works. Like, you know, man. We try to set a concept sometimes, and it doesn't go well. But like a song like Save Him, like Save Him was
that's a dope
clearly
one,
like when that was like the first song I think we made for this project. That was done.
We showed it to you last time.
We did after. But
beats, but y'all showed me the beat, Hell yeah.
But like we had a clear concept and a clear path for that song to go in, and it turned out like beautifully almost immediately. So
just like we have the song, what's it called, Melatonin, which is the second half of I Don't Sleep. That second transitional part that's really now turned out like Ohm's vocal masterpiece, like of symphony organizing all of that. That second, the B section of that song had so many ideas like come across, and like other times when we're working with Josh, you'll spend like an hour really trying to get the guitar right on a song, and sometimes we all just give each other that look after it's drilled in our heads like this isn't it. It's like, which sucks because we spent so much time on that. But like, and then you'll arrive at a better B section like this kid's symphony at the end.
I think it's just really important for we've come to a point with all of our relationships with each other where we want to make the best music possible. And so for us to be really straight up and really honest about like things like that is like such a huge part of the creative process.
Y'all gotta keep it 100 at all times, man. Cause like if y'all lying to yourselves the whole time, you're just gonna put out a project everyone's kind of like so-so about. And you don't want that. Like y'all make sure that y'all honest with each other, and that's great to hear. Cause I feel like, you know, when you're working in groups, you know, people could definitely be lying to each other a lot of times, man. You know, cause people are afraid to say how they feel about certain things. And when it comes to music, you know, we're artists. We're sensitive about this shit. You know what I mean? So for us to be upfront, you know, it's very important. And y'all are homies too. So like, you know, it's definitely like a lot easier for y'all to keep it 100. So that's good to hear, man. That's really good to hear, man. Let's talk about See Ya.
Let's talk about it.
Good God, man. Like that was like the big. I feel like that was the hit y'all were going with. Y'all like when y'all put that one out, I could tell y'all really focused on this one. What was the inspiration behind making that one?
So me and Dame were at school in Chicago, and Ohm flew out. We do a little business trip in Chicago, and he came for a weekend. We just devoted the entire weekend to just making music. We like made so much music that it was like the best when you're just like there for a reason, and it's like don't get distracted because we know we have a certain amount of time limit. So he made the beat. I like woke up. I wasn't even like. I don't even know. Coherent. I'm not even coherent right now. But he made the beat, and then I came out and I wrote the hook, and it was catchy, but like it wasn't the See Ya hook yet because I was singing it and I wasn't like in the super falsetto voice and stuff.
Yeah, man, you got in that high pitched bag for that one, man. Oh my God. I heard I was like, I don't know who that is. I just got to figure that one out, man. Like
straight squealing in my ears right now.
That was a tougf one to get out.
I was not with it at first.
Oh, you don't want to hear it not like in the song. Like you don't want to hear that live. That's not the move. But like we've been big fans of like the falsetto, the processed falsetto voice with the auto tune and all the effects stuff.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've been doing that for a while. So we just like brought it out, went in the bag for it, and it came out like that. We just threw a bunch of layers on it. Took so many takes.
Oh yeah.
Because
I bet.
Ohm kept on saying, "Go higher, and I was like, "I can't. This is the top. This is it.
This is as high pitch as it will possibly get." We ain't going no higher than that, man. And definitely with that song, y'all put the right effects on the voice. You know what I'm saying? Like everything definitely flowed well with that one. That one's definitely for the club, man.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, for sure, yo. And you know, you had the girl dancing for it. Like yeah, like that was like that's that type of vibe. You know what I mean? You just want to move to it. You know?
Sia's so magical for me because the circumstances in which it was created were all just these like dreamlike experiences. Like I stepped off of the plane in Chicago to make music with my best friends.
Yeah, man.
And I just felt it immediately. And it was like on autopilot when I made all that music in Chicago. And when we finished the song, we were actually at Matt's lake house in Meredith, New Hampshire, where we started our final process of like, okay, here's a whole bunch of songs. Like we need to make an album out of this. So like we went to the lake house to try and start to do that. And that's when we wrote the bridge for Sia, which is this totally different kind of world within the song.
Yeah.
And both of those like quote unquote business trips really made it
Quote unquote.
It's so no really it made it so special for us to like
man.
it's really.
And then like, you know, y'all be, you know, I feel like when you make music and you're on autopilot, that shit just comes to you, man.
Yeah,
like it's like that's when you know you're coming up with some dope shit. Like
when you're on cruise control.
Oh wow! Oh, guys, we're done.
Oh, we might just end.
All right, we're flowing it now. Thank you so much.
Y'all spent episode 37. So it's ending right there, man. Shit.
Nah, but like for real, that like some of the best songs happen when they happen like that. Like literally like
yeah, man.
Like some of the best songs we have on the album like happened in one night, and then we just like finish it another night, and then we put it out. You know.
Oh yeah,
like,
bro.
One Life happened in like
18
hours.
Like 18 hours total.
One
Yeah,
Life
man.
happened in 18 hours, and we dropped it.
Holy
just
shit.
They put that out under my nose. I didn't even
You
know
didn't
about
even
it.
know.
I
Half
came
of
in the
us
next
didn't
day.
know.
They're like, "All right, we ready to drop?" I was like, "Drop what? What?"
Yeah. So what you talking about? Yeah.
We're like, bro, we're dropping a song, bro. He's like, hold up, back up. What is this?
Then that's the last song on the project.
Yep.
What made you guys want that to be the outro? Because, you know, choosing an outro, man, you better choose wisely, man. Because that's, you know, it's the last thing you're going to hear on the project. What made y'all choose that one?
Well, originally it wasn't even on the album.
Okay.
Our first thoughts were One Life. It's out. There were like some second thoughts about the bass on the song. Like a couple of us got comments about that. But at first it was Flicker, right? That we were just gonna end on.
No. I am Groot.
I am Groot.
A demo called I Am Groot.
Yeah,
That
an
was
unreleased song now called Grown. I'm still rooting for I Am Groot.
It should come out on
I
next
Am
Friday.
Groot. Yeah.
I Am Groot was the last song on the album, and that got scrapped, so it kind of left us with this, like, what do we want to do with this? But that gave birth to, like, we could just slap the bass on One Life and have this re-release be, like, X times better. We don't have to mention it, but,
yeah.
And then even the concept of, like, One Life, that Ohm's lyrics in the beginning, like, it's a perfect way to end off that album, especially with all the effort that all of us collectively put into this, like, creative capsule that was Cruise Control.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so the lyrics in the chorus of that song basically just say that, like, at this point, all of us are at this, you know, in this place where whatever happens in the future with us, like, we could all be broke or we could all be rich. It doesn't matter. We're never gonna forget this. Like, this time in our lives is gonna outlive us.
Oh,
you know
for
what
sure,
I mean?
man. And like, you know, you're putting out this music like it's always gonna be there. You know what I mean? Regardless of, you know, how far y'all go, which I think y'all really gonna blow up like that ass. Like, you know, regardless of how far y'all go, you're like these moments right here are so important because, you know, y'all grinding right now. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, this is where you really gotta prove yourself. You know, and these are definitely moments you wanna, you know, cherish, you know? Like, life's precious, man. Life really precious. So, like, enjoy these moments, especially while we still young, man. Like, for real. So, like, I think that was really dope. And I saw that as, like, the, you know, I was just looking at the track list before I listened to it, and I was like, damn, the last song called One Life? I was like, ooh, all right. Getting in that deep shit right now, man. So, I definitely fucked with that, man. Let's talk about advice from a caterpillar, man. Because, you know, because I'll tell you this right now, you know, like, a lot of artists, you know, they just put songs on a track, but, like, you know, y'all be throwing in those interludes, you know, those, you know, special things in there like that, you know. And when I heard this, I was like, all right, they really trying to do something different here. Like, you know, they're trying to, you know, stand outside the box, man. What made y'all make Advice from a Caterpillar? What was the inspiration behind that one, man?
Well, one of the biggest parts of Flow and 810 is, like, utilizing our resources, right? So live instruments is something that we're trying to incorporate on almost every song.
For sure.
And,
yeah, that's good. That's good, man.
So Ohm brought me this beat one day. I live in Boston. I go to school in Boston.
Okay.
And so he came in with this beat and he was like,
wait. Actually, Zach, do you want to start the story because Josh comes into the story later?
We can't use chronological order.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Because it was cool. The circumstance of the recording was cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it was like February or something?
Yeah.
Maybe. I was at UMass with this kid, and we were home for the weekend, and Ohm was home from his college for the weekend, and so it's just us.
Shout out
three.
UML.
Hey, shout out, man. UML, baby. Riverhawks all day, yo.
So yeah, I just invited these kids to come to my house and cook, and I think we cooked like 3 beats that night, and one of them was the Cruise Control beat, of which Ohm just went in my basement and played my piano live, recorded through an iPhone.
Oh shit!
And it was definitely very lo-fi. Had picked up some background noise, some even Ohm counting while he was playing, like a metronome. But it came out really well. Then Ohm mixed it, and it became Cruise Control.
So
and then,
it was Cruise Control, and then I met up with Josh in the city, and now you can
And
see what I mean?
That definitely ties it together better. For sure.
We need the whole process
Yeah.
in here. Yeah. So Ohm brings it to me and he says, do whatever you want with it. He said, do some weird background guitar, do chords, whatever you want. And that was kind of my time where I was like, all right, I'm just going to freestyle on it, right? Like, I'm just going to play what sounds best and just roll with it. And we ended up just recording. It was kind of like a freelance thing, like very chill, like laid back, and it came together and we were like, that's it. I'm not touching it anymore.
Nah, man.
Let's drop it.
Yeah, just gotta leave it like it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, sometimes less is more. You know what I mean? So, and I really thought like y'all executed that one well, man. Good shit. Good shit on the guitar, man. Like that's dope. Nah, for real, man. Like I appreciate musicianship. And y'all definitely are showing that off in y'all music, man. Like y'all definitely like letting people know.
Thank you, bro.
Let's talk about Workaround. That's my favorite song on the project, man.
Workaround?
Workaround.
Workaround.
Yeah, I put a fucking typo in him.
Oh man,
That's your favorite song on the project?
Workaround's your favorite?
Wow, that's probably all of our least favorite song on the project.
I don't know.
I don't know about that.
It's that vibe, man. I just like that vibe, you know? It's just like, it makes me want to move, man. I don't know. Let's talk about it. What made y'all want to make that one, man?
Let's talk about Q. You want to talk about Q?
All right. So Q's the 8th member. He's not here right now. He's always caught up in his own life, but he contributes the best bars, lyricism, rap verses that we have. Other than Ego, but
hey,
just
no,
like
we don't have to.
hold on. We have to hype up Q.
Like
Wait, hold on. You can't tell me we can't hype up Q right now.
No.
You're going like, what?
Q's leveled up on this album so much. Like, if you haven't listened and like you don't know who he is, like just listen for the other like heavy toned rapper on the chorus. Or on the anywhere.
It's the first verse on the song.
But he's just like, he's an animal, and like the thing about him is he's like, his flows don't match up with pretty much anything we could think up with or come up with on our own, and then he just like comes in there and like it's one of those things where it's like kind of like the falsetto where it's like we listen to him like record it and we're like, it's really rough, and we're like, we don't know, and then like he just like keeps going at it, and once he gets it, we're just like, that's the best verse we have. Like literally, that's the best verse we have. But I think with that song, it was just like, once I heard Ohm's hook, when he sent that, we were in Chicago at the time. And,
he's like, I'm on
Josh and him sent that, and I was actually blown away. Like I knew it was gonna be like a club banger, like girls gonna be wanting to play the song.
Yeah,
like,
man.
And like I was just like, wow, like this is crazy. And a lot of us were really skeptical about it, but by the end, like once we had Q's verse, we knew it had to be on the album because that's the best verse. Like, we were just blown away, absolutely blown away.
Hell yeah, man.
But by the end, like, Ego, oh my God. The bridge, dude.
Yeah, the bridge.
The bridge took us about...
It's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, we had this...
I'm sorry. That was my
fault. Josh laid down this beautiful bridge, and it was just, like, so hard to write to, and all of us were just having so much trouble with it. And Ethan
I bet, yeah.
Ethan had these ideas, and we had this, like, final week where we were, like, finishing every song to put it out on to distribute on all platforms, and oh my God, dude, that was like hours upon hours for like 3 days.
Yeah, it was just the bridge. It was
just that one bridge, man. It took that much time. Yeah.
Like,
Workaround, like the name behind Workaround is kind of funny too, because when Josh came to UML to just like work on some music one of these days, and we were just like, oh, this is gonna be easy. Let's just plug into a speaker and we'll start making some music.
Yeah.
Plug in, speaker doesn't work. All right, let's try and find some headphones. Headphones don't work.
Oh man.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just use the laptop speakers. Just record on thing. FL crashes.
Jesus, man.
We were just getting destroyed, and it was just like we have to find a workaround. Like we're gonna do it. We have to do it.
And then like everything from the song became a workaround.
Yeah.
Like trying to work around the bridge. It was like, oh my, like this song is never gonna be finished, and we finally came to it, and it was done.
Damn, man, through all that shit, y'all had to get through that one song, man. Yeah. And y'all was saying that was LP's favorite one?
That's why.
That's the only reason why.
Okay, that makes sense. I was like, 'cause that was dope, man. I was like, I fuck with that
That song
one, man.
made us its bitch. Like
It's like, yo, you want to make me?
Yeah, exactly.
You better think twice, man.
it was unapologetic, disrespectful.
Yeah, man. I think all artists have songs like that where like you just try your hardest to make it right, and shit just gets in the way, you know what I mean? And then you have some songs that shit just pops up out of nowhere, you know what I'm saying? It's just like all of a sudden you got a song, And then that's just the the way music goes, some people think like, just all like you just come with songs, but writer's block is a real thing, complications with the equipment and all that stuff, that shit happens all the time, man. So like,
Absolutely.
There's a lot of variables that people don't see behind the scenes, and I think I'm glad y'all talked about that. I'm glad I asked, because a lot of people think this shit just y'all just come up with this shit. It's nothing like some shit takes time. So that's really dope to hear that y'all are going with that, man. I want to ask y'all about just how y'all work together to make it all happen. Like, is there ever a conflict with y'all crew? Have y'all ever had like, has there ever been like tense moments? Like, what's that been like? How did y'all overcome that, man?
So coming towards the end of the album, shit was tense, because like we've been working on this for like 10 months. We dropped the album last summer, and we were like, yeah, that was fun. Like we made some music, but like it was more of a mixtape than an album, if we're being honest. So then like this time we're like working on it for so much longer, so much more effort, so much more sacrifice. By the end we're all just like, just get it out. I don't want to see it anymore. Just get it on fucking DistroKid. I'm done.
Every song just drilled into our brains.
So we're meeting in Damien's basement like every night for like 8 hours. Like we all got jobs too, so it's just like
busy,
it's a grind. And like you said, like people are gonna like have things and disagree on them, and you just got to keep it $150, and like that's not it. Like that's not what, like and like sometimes like you'll have like a disagreement with something or something, and you like keep it to yourself, but like you see these people every day for so long that it's like you can't hide it for that long. Like it's gonna come out in like 24 hours or less. So like you just gotta lay it out on the table and talk about it. Be mad.
Nah, for real, man. Like it's very, very important. And I think like y'all being a crew, man, like just gotta have everything on lock, bro. Gotta have everything on lock. Say how you feel about anything, man. Because this is how it's gotta be, man. Like when you're one person, you can tell yourself, yo, I don't like this, I don't like that. But then when you got all you guys together, man, you gotta make sure to keep it 100 at all times, you know. So that's very, very important, man. I want to ask y'all about shows. When y'all going? When's that FL01810 show gonna happen, man?
So we're working on a couple of different events. So the one I can talk about probably right now is a collaboration with some of our friends on the South Shore. Do you know Aiden The with the Look Cool crew?
Yeah. I actually do. Yeah.
So
hit me up recently.
So they are crazy. Those kids out there are so talented and like shrewd and ambitious. And like when we linked up with them in the South Shore, like we went to one of their shows, and when we met up, it was like looking in a mirror. We were like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
That's
and
awesome.
so we're planning an event somewhere in Boston, probably Middle East upstairs or something like this with them. And we're gonna do some like flow solo events too. We've got some stuff coming up around like. I've got friends in the PVD Chamber of Commerce who are putting together some events for us in the North Shore area, like that.
Hey,
PVD.
Word up.
Yeah, the Black Box Theater, hopefully.
That's
Don't say too much.
Yeah, I can't.
Don't say too much.
I can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting carried away. But yeah, there's a bunch of shows in the works, and not just. I should say there's a bunch of events because they're not going to be concerts in certain cases. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Yeah. You can't throw too much out.
Exactly.
Everything's in the works. You know what I mean? Yeah, because I definitely want to see y'all live, man.
Yep.
Well, a crew as big as y'all, man. Like I feel like y'all would put on a really dope show, and y'all are in so many bags with your sound. So I feel like it would just definitely be a good time. You know, I would definitely want to see that. Y'all let me know when that happens.
Absolutely, you'll be the first to know.
I'll put the word out there. Let
Yes,
everybody
sir.
know,
Check
man.
the DM.
Yeah, man. You already know, man. So what's next for y'all, man? Like y'all just dropped this project, but in terms of like the music standpoint, like in terms of like solo shit or just anything, like where y'all see everything going
So
next?
we're actually making money moves at the moment. We're opening up the business side of Flow.
That's what I like
right?
to hear. The money talk right now.
So we're gonna be soon coming out with our second season of merch.
Hey,
It's all coming together right now. Nice new look. Our old stuff we weren't.
Fully
lacking in
fully
quality.
flow made this time.
Yeah.
No outside help.
This is all us.
Okay. Word.
We officially started ourselves as a small business. We opened the accounts. It's all going. So we are officially in business. Yeah, we're making moves. Then there's, in terms of music, we're still cooking. There's gonna be a few more like singles before the end of the summer.
Yeah, for sure,
definitely.
man.
Of various genres.
Applying pressure, man. Y'all
Exactly.
dropped the project and said, yo, we still got some other shit,
That's
man.
exactly the attitude.
So many works in progress.
Yeah, man.
So much.
Many.
We're gonna show you some stuff afterwards.
Yeah,
So
now
go.
after this, man, definitely show me. I mean, I feel like you guys have a lot of like, you know, like B-sides, a lot of shit y'all didn't throw out there.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So that's dope to hear, man. You gotta keep, like this is so important with artists. You always don't ever throw out all the music you have and have nothing in the chamber.
Yeah.
If we threw out all the music we'd had, some of us would probably be like not respected individuals.
That's keeping it real right there, man. That's keeping it real. I love it. Yeah, man. You always gotta have one in the chamber. You know what I'm saying? Like always. Like it's so important, man.
But
what are you gonna say, man?
yeah, I was gonna continue what we're doing other than merch. So we're gonna try to drop a couple more singles by the end of the summer. We got some videos that we want to put out. If you've seen our Instagram, you've seen that we've been taking our video game a little more seriously.
For sure, yeah.
We're gonna put a lot of this stuff on YouTube. We actually started the YouTube, so all the Instagram videos are on there. But we got like a documentary type thing going on right now. We're gonna try to put that out along with the album, and then just like YouTube videos. So like, if anyone's listening and has ideas, just hit up the DMs and let us know what you want to see. But we're thinking like behind the beat videos, behind the bars, like just like general content. We want to do music videos, obviously.
Yeah, definitely get the music videos in, man. Them visuals are important, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you release a single just like by itself, audio, like people gonna tune in, but when they see that music video, they're gonna have a lot of questions and be like, oh shit, like they doing that, like, you know. So that's definitely very important to get the music videos going, making sure that's right, man. That's dope to hear, yo.
Yeah, we're not trying to be put in a box either. Like we're trying to do everything, like literally every form of media. Like we've been diving in like straight up head first over the past like 3 months. We've all been back together. Like it's been crazy, like almost exponential how fast we've been growing and like doing more shit. So
yeah,
like
man.
Stay tuned for that, because like I can't even say anything.
Yeah. It's like, yo, just promise me, man. Yeah,
I swear to God, it's coming soon.
No, and I like where you're going with that. You know, like, you know, you can talk about, but you know, I can tell you want to show it. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna walk that walk, talk that talk. You know what I mean? That's very important, man. That's dope to hear, man. I'm really happy to have y'all on, man. Like, we gotta end the episode, man. Unfortunately, I want to keep it rolling, man. I do want to keep it rolling, but we gotta wrap this shit up, man. And I want to get y'all socials in here, so I want all y'all to put y'all socials in here so people can follow y'all, man.
Mine is 029.
Okay. He's going there.
All right, well,
we'll go first, yeah.
The big ones is FL01810. So you can find us on Instagram at FL01810. We're also on all the major music stores. Type that same thing into the search bar. We just dropped on SoundCloud last night, so we're finally out there.
Hey, word up.
And the YouTube's also FL01810. My personal is at Ego the Kid, EGOTHEKID, demolish it. Just kidding, demolish it is not part of it.
Not that part, yeah.
I'll pass this on.
My name is Ohm. My Instagram is _Trivedi. That's AUM_TRIVEDI.
Hey.
Sheesh. My name is Damien. You can catch me at DamienJL25 on Instagram and everything else. My rapper page, if you want to follow that, my artist page is WYZE. WYZE twice.
There you go.
I'm Micah White, and I'm now regretting my Instagram name because it is Micah _White. There's a little like straight face in the middle of my name. So yeah, if you can conjure up that image in your head, it probably should be pretty easy to find.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, that should pop right up, man.
My gram's just Zach Hardock, ZAKHARDOCK.
Hey.
My gram is
the way you brought that over.
Matt.McDermott9 on the gram. That's the only thing you need to follow. That's where you'll figure out important updates about me and my life.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. You guys on mic. Two mics. Yeah, 2 on there.
And I'm Josh Levine, and I have 2 accounts. It's josh.levine_ and Josh Levine Productions for music stuff.
All right, well,
That's
let's
what
do this.
I'm
I
talking
got
about.
Leo
All right,
Forth.
before we go, if anyone's listening and you want to know more things about us, just ask us anywhere in any of these things that we just said. We'd love to talk to you guys, answer questions. get
DM
more
the
engaged.
account.
Sure, man.
DM the account. Ohm will respond right away.
I will respond literally immediately.
In 0.2 seconds, straight with the answer, man.
We're trying to collab on everything.
For
Hit
sure,
us up.
man.
Hit us up.
Hit these boys up, man. FL01810 in the building, man. Make some noise for them, y'all. By yourself if you're listening to this.
TempahZone.
That ain't weird.
TempahZone. Yo, shout out Amir Max. That's the real boy.
Max. Yeah,
I
that's the real
appreciate
boy.
it, man. I'm glad to have y'all on, man. For real. This has been a dope one, man. Let me outro this bad boy out. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been episode 37 of the TempahZone podcast. Shout out to PRX Podcast Garage for hooking it up with them high quality sounds, man. Until next time, y'all. Peace.